Good morning and welcome out. At the moment it's early morning-ish and I'm walking along the roadside. As you can hear the cars coming past us. We're at Rydal Water. Now my plan this weekend was to head into Wales. That's what I fancied doing, in all fairness. But I went on our little LVA chat group, which is a bunch of us that are all get together. We did our Scotland trip and stuff together, so we sort of got a Facebook group where we just chat. And Ginge said he was coming down this way, see if he can get some fog. Well, it was all looking good for about 5 days, and then suddenly today it decided that we're not going to have the fog. And then this morning, we've got up, and there isn't any fog around, but we've come to shoot this, what they class as the lone tree at Rydal Water. Now, I've seen this tree 100 times, I've driven past it hundreds of times, and I've never come and shot it. So it actually makes a pleasant change to come and have a look, come down to it and try and get a shot of it. Now, we're not going to look like, it's not looking like we're going to get any colour, but you never know. You never know. When that fat lady sings, she sings loud, doesn't she? So we will see. But yeah, here's the tree. We're here. We've walked along. There's the tree on the little island. That's why it's called the lone tree at Rydal, because it sits on a little island all on its own. And when the water level's high, it really does separate it. Now, I'm misting up. I can't see anything with them glasses on at the moment. Yeah, the water level's a little bit lower. In fact, you could probably step on the stepping stones and get to the island. What's this? Is this muddy or not? Oh. So yeah, this is the plan. We're going to shoot this tree, and we've got a tiny little bit of frost on the edge of the water. That's a bonus. A tiny little bit of frost. So yeah, we should get something out of it. And there's a little bit of mist in the background as well. So there are some elements that makes a good image. So I'm going to stop waffling. Welcome to this one. And yeah, let's get the camera out and have a look. Beautiful looking tree, beautiful surroundings, and we've got the elements to go with it. Thumbs up so far. What I want to do going forward, and this is a video from 2022, most of the videos you've been watching in this year have been from last year. I want to try and show you what I do to try and find the image I shoot, if you like. I want to try and take a few less images and try and concentrate on getting the slightly better one, if that's a possibility. Okay, so I'm walking around the tree. I'm going to spin you around. So my plan is I'm walking around the tree now, and I'm trying to find a thing or something that works. So by moving up close to it here, I've got this beautiful reflection down here. So there's a possibility to get a reflection, the tree, and then sort of get it leaning maybe slightly, if I just sped onto the mud, so get it leaning slightly up against the mountain. So you've got the hillside there, the tree, and the reflection underneath it. So that's one way of looking at an image. And then what I do is I just keep moving around. I'm going to try and work out what it is I can do and try and explain to you what I'm looking for, because it's all right rocking up to a place, slapping down the tripod, and I've got a good sense, you know, don't get me wrong, I've been out on my workshops, and whenever I go on a workshop, people say, how do you know you want to put your tripod there? You just have an idea, slap it down, bang, and away you go. You know, you get a good idea of how it works. Again, this position's quite nice because you get if you look at the reflection there, you get a reflection that sort of leads around the edge, and then you got the reflection there. But the problem with this one, the tree is then disappearing against the background. So we need to get that tree in an open area. So we just need to move around it and try and find somewhere where it works. Getting down low, obviously. You get down low, it brings the tree up higher. You know, so there is different things that you can do to add potential to your images and try and make them better. Now, of course, we said about the frost, didn't we? So the frost for me, even though this is really muddy just here, the frost for me is really quite important. So I think, you know, we're looking at this sort of thing. I think I'm going to start off with getting this frost in, bit of a reflection, tree, and you've got a light background, so it should be okay. And also potentially down this end, you've got some fog in these trees just down there, and you're going to get the light coming up from that way. So potentially this side with the frost, I think, will probably be my first image. Oh my God, this looks muddy down here. This looks really muddy. Oh, really squidgy. It's not too bad, it's a bit frozen. Daz's plums have come over this side, and I'm seeing why. You've got to watch him because he'll sneak into the good positions and then accuse you of nicking his shot. And it's not always like that. It is. Oh my God, it is a bit squidgy, isn't it? Okay, so from round here it's quite nice. And he's had a chance to already look while I've been rabbling on. So yeah, let me spin you around. This is the reason why it's quite nice. He's got probably a prime position where he is there because he's a bit further out in the waters. If I come over here, I'm going to have to snuckle up next to him, but we've got these nice little tuffets of grass. There is some little bits of frost. What I don't like is all this big muddy sludge that I'm digging around in. But you get in the tree, the cliff, and then the little bit of fog in the background there. So maybe this is a good idea. I think I'll probably move forward. I think I'm going to move forward to try and get that reflection in there and get in his shot and upset him. So if you can't get in the right position, just get in front of somebody. It's a lot easier. Right, I'm going to get my camera and put it on a tripod and see what happens before this mist disappears. So I have got a shot going on at the moment, but I'm not quite convinced with it. I've taken it because potentially I got the idea, but it's not working right. I've got it on a bracket at the moment while I'm talking to you, but yeah, I need to refine this. I don't like this muddy, big, claggy, muddy section on the right hand bottom side, so I need to try and work out a better position for it. So while I'm talking, I've put this one up, but I've got to make this better to make it a better shot. I've got one. I've got a shot. And excuse my throat. I've got a bit of a poorly throat today, so I'm not feeling too good. But I've got a shot, and I'm just trying to refine it at the moment. I like this. I've got a little patch of ice. My feet are in the mud. I've got the tree on the top left-hand thirds. I'm going to have to focus stack this. I'm not bracketing it. I'm going to go to F11, actually, not F14, to make me a bit sharper. I've got a patch of ice in the bottom right-hand corner, and it's got some nice lines to it. I say, excuse me for my throat. And then I'm going to focus in the middle, just to make sure this one's sharp all the way through. And then I'm going to focus on the tree at the background. And then I'm getting a bit of a reflection, but there's some little grassy reeds that sort of just intersect in the reflection. And I'm just going to underexpose to make sure I get the sky in. Now I've got the sky. The sky's grey anyway, so that's fine. Three shots. One focused on the foreground, on the ice, one focused on the reedy grass, and one focused on the island. This one's a nice shot. It's in a vertical orientation, F11, and yeah, something a little bit different because you've got ice, and that just makes it a bit different. So I like that. I do like that one. And now I'm just going to go and have a look at the other ice patch that we saw at the beginning and see if I can make something out of that one. Oh, it's looking good. Don't make me laugh because my throat hurts. But we're getting colour. You wouldn't have thought we were going to get anything, but there is some colour. Now, if that sun is coming out and there's a gap in the clouds way over on the horizon, it's going to bounce off this bit of sky above us. And in all fairness, it is actually going pink. Now, I've had to move my composition very slightly, which I'm not too worried about. I don't know if to go higher or not. That's the thing. Do I go higher? Yes, I do a little bit, yeah. I've just moved my tripod slightly and it just looks a little bit better. So I've gone slightly higher. It's given me more of a gap between the frost or the ice. I've got rid of all the rubbish. Look at that lovely little bit of pink in the sky. How nice is that? So I've got the frost in the bottom corner. I'm going to have to focus stack again. I've just moved my frost shot in the bottom corner. I'm not bracketing at the moment. I've got a manky leaf on the right hand side. Can I get rid of it? I'll clone it out. And then I'm going to focus on the tree and just concentrate on that pink in the sky. Oh, didn't think we were going to get any colour this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. There's no mist. The mist is gone. There's a slight haze but we've got pure reflection. I can't get the top of the tree in the reflection where I am at the moment. I'm missing that because I need to shoot this direction. Yeah, we have got colour, really nice. So yeah, stand by for a really cracking shot. I can't believe you're right in the reflection, spinning circles. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? I don't know whether that's sharp enough to get you in. Get me ISO right up. 1600 just to see if I can get a sharp swan. I don't know whether he's sharp or not. Why are you spinning circles in my calm reflection? What are you doing to me? Would you Adam and Eve it? These two swans have decided to come over here and park themselves in the middle of our shot when the light comes up. They're frothing up the water, they're spoiling the reflection. I don't know if I can get them sharp at... I'm trying different ISOs to try and get a good image and potentially get a sharp swan as well. But could you believe it? We've got a perfectly beautiful image just about to appear and these damn swans come and join in. But don't get me wrong, they might be quite nice. I'm at ISO 800 at the moment. I was up 1600. He's coming towards me, which would be better still. If he comes towards me, it'll be a bigger shot. Do you want some grass? Oh, my feet are getting squidged down in the mud. Oh dear, they're going again. They've come over to try and spoil it, but we're still here. We're still here. And I've just heard a stitch go. Now I'm not sure whether that was a stitch in the bottom of my trousers or not, but if it is, I'm going to have a hole potentially in my bottom. It's not right. Not too much cake, it probably is. Oh, I've got to go. So the colour's burning off a little bit. It's not actually going to get brighter. I think it's just going to get duller. So that little bit of pink we had earlier on, I think that's probably it. But it's not over yet. It's not over at all. Now, the two swans have decided to move. They're now collaborating over on the right-hand side with their heads down, because there's nothing like a nice swan with a no head. It looks like a couple because they're being very friendly to each other. And if they get too friendly, I'll focus on that instead. See if they're going to put their head up. At least get a shot with their head up in the air and a bit of colour in the sky. He's got his head up. No, as soon as the 2 second timer goes off, they put their head down again. I can see me having to clone them out. So the colour never really took off. We did get that little bit of a glow, and it was nice to have that little tinge of colour, that little glow, that little hint of something going on in the sky rather than just greyness. I don't know about the swans. Until I get home and actually look at these shots, I don't know if you've seen one with a good swan in it or not. Hopefully I managed to get a good swan, even if I've taken a really high ISO, paint the swan back over the low ISO, just to get the quality of the image and then the swan sharp. I'm going to get my final shot on this tree, and then I'm going to call it on this tree. I don't think I'm going to spend any more time down here, and I'm going to go for a bit of an explore, a bit of a walk. But we've got the lights getting lighter behind us. There is some colour in the sky. It looks pretty good this direction. It's a bit grey and claggy that way. But we're going to go for a walk this morning. We're going to go up past the cave, the Rydal Cave. If you've not been before, you must come and visit it, because It's a cracking cave to explore. We may pop in, depending. We may pop in if there's no people around and get another shot. It always seems silly not to get a shot while you're here. But we're going to go up onto the fell, up onto the hill. I can see 2 people at the top at the moment. So we're going to make our way up there, just a nice gentle stroll and just take our time. We've got no rush, we've not got any plans to be anywhere or go anywhere. So that's the plan. The plan is to do nothing and just have a wander and see what we can find. Now, potentially when we get up there, we might get a nice shot looking back over the lake. And we've got Rydal Water, which we're on now, and we've got the next one along, which I've forgotten what it's called. Is it Grassmere? Grassmere is next to us, so you can see over the top of that. So yeah, that's the plan. We're just going to head up and just enjoy the day and be out. Fresh air, big heavy pack on your back, why not? But yeah, it's a shame that colour didn't just get a little bit better. So yeah, I'll put this final one up with the ice. Nice big ice patch now. Icy patch, tree. Again, you can't see the top of the reflection, but you can see the reflection. And I've got a bit of a grey sky. I'll try and make something out of it for you. May even turn it to black and white. We'll see if it works. And the swans are just hovering on the side, so we'll see if they're in it as well. So yeah, so I'll see you in a little while after this next image. Don't know where I'm going to be, but it'll be somewhere up on the hill somewhere. See you in a little while. So we are just about at Rydal Cave. The cave's here behind me, so I'm going to grab you. There is mist appearing behind as well. That's just sod's law, isn't it? And there's a little bit of snow up on the top of the hills from here. Never noticed that coming up. But yeah, I'm going to take you in. I'm going to show you inside this cave. I've been here loads of times. I think I've done a video. If I have, I'll put a link up for you. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. So come on, let's go and have a look. I'll show you what it's all about. So we are now in the mouth of the cave. There's nobody here. It's dead quiet. Now you've got these lovely stepping stones to lead you in. Now I've shot this place, like I say, a few times, but I've never really had it to ourselves. There's only me and Ginger, so it's going to be pretty cool. The water levels sits on about the same level all the time. Some of these stones are just under the water, so it's slightly higher than normal. But there are some beautiful reflections and some beautiful colours. So I think I might take a couple of little artistic looking shots while I'm in here, just to make the most of not having any people around. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Quiet, isn't it? No one's out. So I think the Osmo's getting a bit cold because the battery's not doing very well at all on it. But I do want to get a couple of shots in here, so I'm going to take them and then I'll put up on the screen and show you, because I won't talk about them because I'm just literally going to pick off a few images with some different colours. So that's the plan. I'll probably put the polarizer on as well, because that might bring out the colours a little bit and just take out the glare, which is what we want. So I'm going to change my lens, put the 18 to 55 on, so I've got a bit closer, probably around an f8, and yeah, I think these will look quite pretty. And then I'm going to shut up and let my little battery pack charge me up and go back up. Right, case filter on, lens cap off, do my bag up, and have a little wander around here so we can find textures, colours and shapes. So we've come up quite a long way. As you can see, I've just got me down on now and got rid of the hat. And the cave that we were in is down there. You can just see a lump of rocks in the trees. That's where the cave was. I didn't take you in the cave like that. I took a few images you've seen of just some reflections. But we've come up a bit now. As you can see behind me, if I spin you around, you can see we're getting this beautiful view. And this is why I wanted to come up here for a walk, because now you've got Rydal Water, grass meres appearing just over there. There is some snow right up on the tops of these hills, and there's one just round this corner that's got lots on it. So we are heading up, and there's even like a little bit of light on the top of that one. But the plan is, at the moment, this tree here on yonder. Look at this lovely little rock formation. You can see Daz is up there at the moment. You've got the rock, you've got this little craggy bit sticking out, and I like these foreground rocks here. So I'm going to take a shot from here, taking in this because I like this. Then I'm going to move forward and potentially see if it gets better, or I might, no I won't. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take one here and move forward and take it as I go on. There's no good me saying I'm going to move up there, have a look and then come back, but I'll do that. I'll start here, take a shot the wider, move up slightly closer, move up slightly closer, and try and make that better and better. That's my plan. Once I've done that, I'll put the shots up for you, and I'll see you a bit further up there, because we are going up, just taking our time and going up. So we are still heading upwards. That tree, I took a couple of handheld shots of it. I didn't really fancy getting the tripod out. I know, I should have done, but I didn't. We've now got a little steep bit to get up to, and then maybe might just stop for a little while and chill out, find something to perch on. But this is steep, very, very steep. And there's slate on here as well. My word. I just fancied a walk today. I fancied a walk, burn off some energy, get the heart rate going, see something different, something new. Again, it's nice sharing it with somebody. But whew, I'm so unfit at the moment. Overweight and unfit. Very, very, very much so. Back on that bike again, that's what I need to do. I'm seriously hoping that this little bit here is the last stretch to see over the top, because I can't go on any further, because this is killing me. So for the hikers and the walkers with the lightweight packs, but when you're carrying 20 odd kilo of camera gear and you weren't planning on going this far, it starts to get heavy. Even Daz is at it. This has got to be the last bit. No. No, it's not. So we are at the top, and we're not at the top. There's still a bit more to go. Look, up there. We've got a friend. We've got a friend to come and join us. The dog's come and said hello. It looks like his mum's down there with the other one. We are up on the Loughrigg Fell, the big area where you can see all the way around from up here. And I've got a friend that lives just down there, and you've seen me shoot across Windermere a couple of times. Because that little pikes, that little bits at the top there, we've got to get up there, because it would be horrible to come this far and not to say, oh, we didn't do the last 5 minutes. So we are going to go up there. All right, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're both knackered. Carrying all this gear is heavy work, but it's really nice. It's a nice day. It really is a nice day. So when we get to the top there, we're going to have a sit down and just chill out for an hour or two. May even get a kip. But yeah, it's a good day. It's a good morning so far, and it's still only just after 8 o'clock. How amazing is that? Which of you caught that one out, eh? Which of you really believed me when I said it was 8 o'clock? It's not 8 o'clock at all, it's 10:45. I don't even know where that come from out of my head. It just shows you how fungusy my brain is at the moment. Right, I'll speak to you at the top. We're there. We're on the trig point. We're at the top. As much as it's been quite uncomfortable carrying this lot, it's pretty good getting up here. So, when we're here, we're going to have a sit down and see what I can find in my bag to eat, because I've got the munchies now. So the camera's going back on the tripod now, but I'm putting the longer lens on. So I'm going to spin this round so I can get to the other side of it. Put the long lens on because there's a couple of really nice shots up here, I think. And I'm going to do an epic Mad Patterson selfie on the trig point. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you in a minute. So let's take the camera back off and put it on the lens. So the camera is now mounted on the lens rather than on the camera. I'll take the lens cap off, and the first shot is going to be the mountain range right up in the distance in front of me, because it looks pretty good. And I think for a photo it's potentially awesome. Get the camera nice and level. I'm going to shoot at f11 like so. Put my ISO back on 160, which is my lowest native ISO, and I've got some zigzag lines of everything going in, if you like, into the mountains with a little bit of snow on the top. I'm not going to bracket this, doesn't need bracketing. It's just beautiful the way the slight recessions take you back to the top of the mountain with the snow on it. I don't actually know what they're called. It's probably, where are we? I'm not sure. I'm going to get my little app out in a minute, my Ranger app thing, and I'm going to tell you what the names are. But that is a nice shot. Zoomed in at about 80mm. And now I'm going to shoot that direction, because again, that's really, really nice down there. So I'm going to put these two up for you. Let me know what you think. Were they worth the climb? I don't know. Not bad. Okay, so it didn't work, not quite right. I walked right over onto a bank, and I've zoomed right in on the mountains behind, so it made me look like a little speck and the big mountain range behind it. And I set the timer on 5 minutes. I checked on my watch. I thought when it gets to 16 I'll be in the right place. So I walked over there, stood there for a bit, then I stood there for at least a minute, and then I come back and I just looked at my images, and I got a picture of me walking back with my phone in my hand to show you how far away I was from the actual camera. Yeah, it didn't work. I just got pictures of me walking back. So yeah, at least I know how to set it up. I just need to get a timer. I'll put a timer on my phone or a stopwatch or something like that, so I know that when I start this, it will then tell me when the camera's going to start shooting. But yeah, I wouldn't have walked off and left my camera sort of 500 yards away unless Daz was here. So yeah, it was worth a try. Didn't work, but it was worth a try. So from up here you can see loads and loads and loads. You really can. There's little patches of fog trying to appear in different places, but it's not going to turn into anything epic. But I've shot that mountain range over there. Again, I'll put it up on the screen what it is. We've got, I think this is Rydal Water or something that's down here, and you've got a lake back over there where the fog is, coming around here to Windermere, and then you got all the fells as you come all the way around. You can see the trig point where we were earlier on, and that's where I was, right over there where I walked over just now. So yeah, it's a really, really good view, and it's not a bad walk, really. There's a couple of ways to get up here, but it's not a bad walk. But it's the first time I've come up this direction, and in all fairness, it's really nice. It's dead calm. There's not a lot going on. All right, the clouds aren't brilliant. It's a bit overcast, but potentially really nice. You know, I've enjoyed today. So I'm going to finish the video here. If I do get any more shots, I'll put them up for you. Hopefully that I controlled myself this morning when I got that nice lone tree with the mist and the ice and stuff like that. I tried to control myself and not move around too much. And then a couple of potential shots from up here. So yeah, there's the end of this video. See you next time. Ciao for now. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. It means a lot. And drop us a comment. Anything. Comment about absolutely anything. This video, last week's video, next week's video, or just tell me something of interest. I don't care. Comment anyway. See you soon. Bye.